Alright, let's go. They tell us to simplify without negative exponents. And I did mention A and B I thought were the most difficult is because students get those wrong often. This is telling us that there is -5 2 times. Class of negative times negative is a? Raise your hand if you got positive 25. Okay? Now, what's the difference between A and B? Well, it's a set of parentheses. This one does not say -5 times -5. If they wanted to say -5 times -5 or -5 squared, they would have put the parentheses. This one is saying -1 times 5 squared. If you did PEMDAS, you would see that you're supposed to do the exponents first. They're telling you to do the exponents first. 5 squared is what, class?
25.
And the opposite of 25 is -25. Raise your hand if you got -25. The common mistake a lot of students probably did is -5 times -5, and they thought it was positive 25. Order of operations tells us that you do the exponent, then you do the multiplication of times -1. Second one here, you could just expand these out. You could just say that there's 1, 2, and then there's 4 more. So how many 2's do you have? You have 2 to the 5th. Well, really, that's a 5. It's really 2 to the 1 plus 4. When you're multiplying with the same base, what are you doing with the exponents? You're adding them. And 2 to the 5th power is 32. Raise your hand if you got 32. Remember in your calculator, if you're using the exponents, everyone say caret. This is the exponent button. So you could do something like, I don't know, -5 squared. Put the caret there, press enter, and that'll tell you it's positive 25. Here we have a division problem, and you can do this problem in a couple of ways. I'm going to show you by division. So think of this one as a big subtraction sign. When you are dividing the same base, you actually get to subtract the exponent. So this would be 4 to the 4 minus 6. Class, what is 4 minus 6? -2. Now you have to deal with negative exponents. You put it over 1 to make it a fraction. Anything that has a -2 here is going to go down. This becomes 4 to the 2nd power. You take off the negative sign when it switches from numerator to denominator, denominator to numerator. Now, here's another common mistake. Students say that there's nothing left in the numerator, so they write nothing. Then they write the answer as 16. Well, remember, you always have a factor of 1. So this would become 1 over 16 as your answer. Raise your hand if you got 1 over 16. Let me do this problem in a different way. Everyone say, write it out. That would just be 4 times, and then you would have 4 to the 6th power 6 times. And then here you're just counting those, right? 4 divided by 4 is 1, 1, 1, 1, and then you're left with really 1 over 16. Okay? So you can use the rules of exponents in a variety of ways and get the same answer. Just be careful with the parentheses.